You are live. Good afternoon and happy Talk Tuesday. I have had a crazy headache since yesterday, so apologies for not feeling as alive as I usually do. But welcome, Happy Talk Tuesday. Excited to have our guest Vanna James with us today. I worked with her recently on a project, The Memo, and she is a beast. She is patient. She's got like this silent killer, not killer because that's like bad, but like this silent. Nah, she like a beast. She's that girl. So she's here. We're going to bring her on, and I can't wait for you to learn more about her story, her journey, because you will surely be inspired by her. I don't even have my AirPods, girl. We here. We doing it today.
Hola.
Hola. Happy Talk Tuesday, Vanna.
Hi, how you
I
doing?
am okay. I've had a headache since yesterday, and I was like, are we going to do this? And I was like, yes, because we are committed to what we're doing. So here we are in
And
our
the headache's gonna go
caps.
away.
Amen. Touch and agree. I
It's gonna
believe
go
it.
away.
Okay, Vanna. So how are you?
I'm good. Like, I'm good. And I feel good saying that. Like, I'm good. Like, I feel happy. I feel blessed. I feel like the things are on my side. I just feel good. Yeah.
That's good. That makes me happy. You
hmm
are off center in the shot. Is that intentional?
No, hold on. Let me work that out. Is it still
It's still. That works.
there?
I just,
There we are.
yes,
Is it
it's
straight now?
good.
Boom.
Okay, boom.
I don't do these tech things. That's not my.
You're
It's not
doing,
my
you're doing great.
choice.
Okay, Vanna, let's hop right into it. Tell us who you are
hmm
and what you are currently doing for work.
Okay. Well, my name is Vanna James, and I'm a director, a writer, a filmmaker. Um, all those things within that. But me personally, like I'm an adventurous.
Mm,
I love living life. I love doing the things that just make me happy. And yeah, that's who Vanna James is.
I love that. Okay, yes, and we met on a set. You were directing,
Mm-hmm.
um, and you're great. So I want to talk to you. When you were a little girl, did you have aspirations of being a director, or what did you want to be when you were a little girl?
No, I wanted to be a singer. Like,
Mm,
I wanted to be Beyonce. I wanted to be that superstar. Like, that was Vanna James when she was a little kid. I wanted to be a singer so bad. And then when I realized I couldn't sing, I was like, you could be a rapper and you could rap. I just knew I wanted to be on stage. I
okay,
think that was the thing. Like, I used to perform as a little
okay,
kid, do my own little
okay.
concerts. When we would play church, I would be in the choir, but I was just
Mm,
never in the choir in
mm,
real life.
okay,
All
okay,
those things.
okay.
I wanted to be a singer.
Wow. Okay. So, when you were a little girl and you were aspiring to be this star, um, on stage, what did you or how would you have defined success?
Probably at that point, um, being able to like sell out
Mhm,
stadiums, perform with Kanye West, because I just loved
mhm,
like rapping his raps and doing his things. Like,
mhm.
I'm sure at that time, that's how I would have defined
Yeah.
success, probably by just reaching the goals, working with the people that I aspired to
Mhm.
be, and making great music because I felt music was just like the movement of everything. So yeah.
Yes. Wow. So you currently are singing privately, I reckon, having
Yeah,
full car karaoke
all
moments.
the time.
Um, Can
all the
you
time.
can
All the
you
time.
can you take us on the journey of how you went from wanting to be the singer rapper
Yeah.
star to being a star director?
Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to sing really bad. Like I knew that's what I wanted to do. And then I think the maybe you're not going to get the Whitney Houston voice
Mm.
propelled me to start writing songs. So then I started to like write songs. I used to find beats, go like download beats, and I would just write my own lyrics to them.
At like what
And
age?
then you said what?
At what age?
This was probably like 10, 11, 9,
Okay.
just doing those things like young. And then in middle school, I had a composition book that I would write songs in all the time. And I would sing them and have my rhythms. And then eventually that turned into writing raps. Because remember, I told you, I said, you got to give this up, do
Yeah.
something different. Started doing raps. And then raps turned into poetry. And
Mm.
then from that point, I started to, in high school, and I'm at this point here now in high school, I started writing poetry because I was in theater school, I was acting, so I was fulfilling that being
Mhm.
on stage
Mhm.
thing. And then I was asked to student direct our Black History show. So that meant I was able to kind of write the storyline and the arc of what the whole performance was going to be
Mhm.
about. And then I went to college and started writing scripts. And then scripts led me to meeting Larry Wilmore, to him saying, "You're going to be a director." And now I'm a director.
And
And we're
now
here.
I'm a director. Wow.
Oh, here, yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
One, just like you realized you didn't have the chops that you thought you needed
Mm-hmm.
to create the success. So then you made a pivot,
Yeah.
and then that just led you to the next. I love that. I
Mm-hmm.
love that you didn't give up on your dream. You just
Mm-hmm.
sort of like decided how you could do it in a way that
Yeah.
felt more comfortable for you.
I guess that's how it happened. Like there were a lot of little things when I was a kid that I see now God kind of, not even kind of, God had in place that
Mhm.
was just putting me to where I needed to be because I always had this love for the arts. But I was also an athlete, like I ran track, I played basketball, I come from an athletic family. So there were a couple different routes that I could have went. But when it came time for me to choose, like, do you want to do sports or do you want to be more involved in the arts has always pulled me that way. Even as an adult, like I've done the things, worked in corporate America, done all that, but there was always this love for you're an artist and
Mhm.
you love to write and you want to do the things. So never stop doing that because I God has made that for you
Yeah.
and you're just supposed to do it.
You're supposed
100%.
you're supposed to
Yeah.
do it. Okay. So you went to Clark, Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
and you're still on the track for film. So how
Mm-hmm.
did you get into corporate America and what were you doing?
Um, I came into it in the car industry and I came into it right out of college because it just offered big paying money. Just, I think that was like the bottom line of it was, hey, I'm living on my own out of college. I'm not necessarily going back home. What do I find that can offer me big paying money? And I just
Mhm.
started growing in corporate America that way. But even while I did that, I
Mhm.
started writing my first TV show
Okay.
because it was like I would work my shift. It was just me. So I would go to work, do my thing, then be disciplined and come home and work on my scripts and write. And I just repeated that all the years that I worked in corporate America. Or I would go to acting class from
Mhm.
time to time, or like just do anything that kind of kept my chops going
Mhm.
that, helped. And even working in corporate America helps me in the film industry now because I'm able to understand business, logistics, how to lead people, how to talk to people, like communicate to get what you need and what you want. Um, so, yeah, it taught me some things, but happy to be free.
Fair, 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 fair points made.
Mm-hmm.
But it all works together, right? All works together.
Yeah,
Ah,
a
good.
100%, 100%.
Okay, so how do you define success today?
Hmm.
And has it changed from how you defined it before and why?
Yeah, well, definitely. I think I'm not so like pressed to be on stage with Kanye. I think I would still
Mhm,
love it, but
mhm, mhm,
I'm
mhm,
not like, it's not like my end goal. But I think success has changed for me. It grows as I grow in wisdom.
mm,
Like I think even maybe a couple years ago, I would have thought like success still is making my films and doing all of that. But now it's more. It's like success is living your life fully. So being with my family and being able to do all of this stuff at the same time is success to me.
mhm,
Um, Helping people or, encouraging people, I think those things define what my success is because I think I'm more than just here to be a director or here to be, in any type of filmmaking. I think
mhm,
there's more I'm supposed to do. So I think as I grow in wisdom, the
mhm.
definition of like success changes all the time because it just expands in what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's great. Um, so I have also had quite the journey. And I started Affirmed Armor, which is an apparel brand where we
I read
remind
it.
you of a truth that you've forgotten about yourself or, provide you with a declaration to wear proudly. And so I'm wondering if you can share with us a mantra, an affirmation or something that you repeat to yourself or something that you've used along your journey to keep you encouraged.
Hmm. Um, you know, I don't necessarily have an affirmation
Okay.
that I say,
Mm-hmm.
but I do have a practice that I do.
Okay.
I think before I turn on my brain in the
Mm-hmm.
morning, I kind of meditate with God every morning and I kind of talk about like the things I express being thankful.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I go in and I'm like, yo, God, my day, it's coming up. These are the things that I need to be disciplined at today. These are the things
Mm-hmm.
I need my brain to do. Help me do that.
That's so good.
Send the things. And then my brain turns on for the day. And I go about life. And I do that every morning. I sometimes even feel like I don't even open my eyes. It's just like my body wakes up and I'm just like in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the days when I don't do it, life is off
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, you didn't start your morning talking to God. And that's kind of what you need. And I think that's like my daily routine. And, I get a different affirmation every day of what
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to do.
That's good. What's something that you know now that you wish you had known sooner?
Hmm. Something that I know now that I wish I knew sooner. I think I'm one of those weird people, Ashley. I kind of don't have the answer for that. Like,
That's okay.
I don't. I think it's more so I understand the steps of just what we have to go through.
Mm-hmm.
And, like there are things that maybe I wish I would have known to protect myself, but I'm also good with the lessons that I learned because I needed it
Mm-hmm.
to know how to move forward and press forward with
Mm-hmm.
things. So, if anything, just I probably would tell myself like, "Hey, secret, you're gonna be what you want to be. So just keep on doing it and don't doubt anything. Don't feel any worry. Like, just take your steps, even though you're gonna take your steps because you're here. But
Mm-hmm.
those days when you were feeling anxious, don't because you made it to the next step. So that's probably I would tell myself, don't be anxious or weary because you did it and you'll be there.
Yeah, I tell myself often like you can do hard things and like it
Mm-hmm.
will be hard or it can be hard, but you can get through it. And I agree that even the toughest of battles that I think I've had to face or I face,
Yeah.
I needed it. I
Mm-hmm.
needed it for the next level, the next journey in life. So, I completely understand
Yeah.
your there. I get
Yeah.
it.
100%. Because I don't. A lot of times people would ask me, "Is there stuff that I regret?" And I always feel like I'm being a rebel when I'm like, "No," but it's really just like, well, I don't know if I regret it. Maybe I wish I would have had better decision
Mhm.
making, or you
Discernment.
know, yeah, discernment about it. Because most things that I'm asked if I regretted it, they came up again in life, and I handled it differently. So, but I wouldn't have known to handle it differently if I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, same page.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Where do we go next from here? Okay, so Vanna, I am the amateur expert. Can
Mm-hmm.
you share with me a random fact, a random tidbit of information that I can say Vanna taught me? It could be about like lighting for a set, or it can be about, you know, I don't know, a random Snapple fact that you read one day. Just anything I can say like, oh, Vanna taught me that.
Okay. I'll give one of my survivalist things because you're gonna always get stuff from set on me, but the random survivalist stuff, it just comes.
Okay, ready.
Uh, okay, so for people that live like in valleys and hills, my California peeps, it is good that if you live in those high fire areas to keep your car, if you have like outside parking or not in your garage, because you need oxygen to start your car, I found out. And
Mhm.
like if you live in a high fire area and they'll tell you like go park your car outside if they're dealing with fires like in the valley, and also face them forward so that you can be able to go if
Mhm.
they tell you to go, because you won't, it's so quick that literally they're saying you don't have time to back
Oh,
out.
God.
And also take it out of your garage because the smoke can take away the oxygen and you won't be able
Mhm.
to start your car, which means you won't be able to escape. You will, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult than
Yeah, and then also
if you
thinking
could hop
about
in your car.
pressing the button, having it go up,
Yep.
waiting, backing out. Oh, wow.
Yep, yep. So it's good if you live in those areas, which for some of us, a lot of us that live in the valleys, or if you deal with any type of natural disaster in your state, those are things to think about when like survival comes.
That's
Tidbit
good.
from Vanna.
I appreciate that. I don't think I
Yeah.
would have ever thought of that.
I found out from a fireman like last week, and I was just so impressed by it. I was like, wow, oh my gosh, I never knew that.
That's
And now I know.
that's really
100%.
good. Okay. Tell us how we can support you. What do you have coming up? What is there that we can do to keep what you've got, your creativity and your things going?
Mm-hmm. For me, it's just always continued support. And
Mhm.
I'm a filmmaker, so I do a lot of various projects and things, and even my own writing and filmmaking. So the most I ask for is just support. And if you see me, keep me as authentic as possible. If you see me going out of whack, tell me. And I think those are the things that are most supportive for me, because I know I'm going to do my work and do the things to succeed in my craft.
Mhm.
But I think Vanna would appreciate most like people checking in on me personally, and like, you know, if you see something, say something so that I can make sure that I'm checked, so that everything else that I'm ordained to do and supposed to push out stays how it's supposed to be. I think
I love that.
that's
Well,
it.
thank you
Yeah.
so much, Vanna, for your yes to sharing your story today.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Thank you for the invite.
Of course. Christy says, please check us out, Black Women in Film, on Instagram. We have a Summit in Film Fest 2025. Would love for you to submit.
Oh,
Dope.
yay. Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
dope. Thank you for sharing that, Christy. Okay, Vanna, now we have to do something that's a little bit awkward. In order for us to have a cute um not key art but like a still for Instagram and YouTube, we have to be like still and smiling for like 5 to 10 seconds so that I can find it. Otherwise we're gonna be like right? And
Okay.
so if you could just be awkward with me and smile at the camera for five to
That's your
ten
camera.
seconds
Okay.
so that
Okay.
we can have a cute still. Ready?
Okay.
One,
You direct me though. Make sure I'm in the camera.
no,
Okay.
you're good, director. Okay, great. 1, 2, 3, and we're smiling. Great. Perfection. Thank you, Vanna. Thank you for everyone that was watching. Alison just followed you. Perfect. Yes, follow each other, do the things, connect, support. We love it. Have a great week. Happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
because that is like
Thanksgiving.
this
Do the
week,
things. Have a happy holiday season.
all of the
Eat good
things.
food
Yes.
if you eat. And if you don't eat, have an amazing time not just
Everyone should eat something.
yeah,
Just
but you never know people's diets
that's
nowadays. It's
true.
different
They
in the
should
world.
consume the things that keep you alive.
Exactly. Whatever it is.
Amen. Well, we will see you next week. Have a great holiday week and peace out.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
You
Vanna.
too. Bye bye.